morning, and we're off to see a very special person. So what do you use this equipment for?
Oh, well, for my performances, for my projects, for experimenting cinematically.
Okay.
I'm very interested in the kind of cinematic machinery that generates images and the dynamics, the kinematics. So anything to do with that, but also, of course, say with my projects and the extended arm here, I can document this equipment in the best possible quality. So
yeah,
my recent performances, we've used the 6K cinema quality red camera, which is in the other room, and
I love this.
That's capable of really high-end image production and video production. And you know, even if you downscale your final video output to high definition or even ultra high definition, because you're shooting in 6K, you can crop the image. Effectively, you're shooting with several cameras all at once, because you can crop and use a close-up and a mid-distance shot without any detriment to the quality of it. And I've got a 4K
is that your Phantom
drone.
4? Is that Phantom
No, it's
4?
not a Phantom drone. It's a drone made by Unique, which is another Chinese company, but it has its own 4K camera attached and a really novel control system, like a TV remote-sized controller that you can literally point into the sky, and the drone will fly where you point the controller. So in a very small, this is it really, in a small TV-like remote controller, you can control the forwards, backwards, landing,
How high
takeoff.
does it go?
Oh, well, of course, legally you can't go too high anyway. I mean, you can fly this drone a kilometre and not lose track of it, and it has an automatic homing function, so it'll, if you lose sight of it, you can just hit home and it will automatically return. But you know, these are sort of interests in a way that are only a part of my general interest in documenting and generating images. It's really in the performance and robotics side of things. So in this particular project, it's an extended arm, so I would fit my arm, you know, through there. This makes my arm of primate proportions. And I can control the movements of the arm and the hand, so it has wrist rotation, individual finger flexion, and each finger splits open, so each finger actually is a gripper in itself. But of course, what's interesting for me is performing with these objects and generating new kinds of choreography. Basically, it's engineering attachment to my body that will create some unexpected choreography with my performances. I mean, I'm a performance artist.
Yes.
And some of the performances, for example, this performance used a large industrial robot arm, so the body was connected to the end of the robot arm. It's a 3-meter long industrial robot arm, and the robot arm was choreographing the body's velocity, trajectory and position orientation in the space. So sometimes the body was upside down, sometimes at an angle, sometimes horizontal to the ground. So the interest really is in the performance possibilities. It's a kind of effectively a sculpture of the ear on my arm, and this is what hopefully it will look more like when it's completed. So this is actually done with a scan of my ear and a scan of my arm, and then literally making a 3D model of the ear on the arm. And we've actually cast these also in bronze and glass as kind of art objects in themselves. To sort of represent the project, because
Yep.
I'm not able myself always to be in particular places or galleries or museums, so to have a physical replica
Yep.
of it is the reason why we did this.
This is amazing. Something very different.
And these actually is a scaled down 3D print. So we scanned the actual object, and then so it hollowed it out and 3D printed a smaller replica.
Wow.
Okay.
All right. That's Stelarc for you, and thank you for watching, everyone.